Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here. Way back when COVID-19 first really started taking its roots here in the US, I kickstarted a whole bunch of campaigns, uh, probably out of boredom. Who knows? But anyway, through it all, through our COVID-19 and our COVID-19 2.0 and our current shipping crisis out in China, the games still keep coming, and I am starting to receive a lot of these new games, and today we are going to take a look at one of them called Dice Command. Dice Command is set in, I believe, World War II. It could be World War I. I don't actually remember 100% which one it is, but I'm thinking it's World War II. Let me just look here. It doesn't say. Well, anyway, it is a dice game based on war. So we're gonna take a look at what's inside of here. I backed it because of the dice. Let's be honest, I'm a huge dice fanatic. But I backed it because I love strategy games, and this one just hit me right in all the places that I liked. I'm hoping the components in here are incredible, just to top it all off, because that would just make my day. I already got a chance to look at some of the dice that are going to come in here, so I'm just really excited about that. They should be either just translucent or frosted translucent, and you know me, I like my tactile components. So we're just gonna take off that shrink wrap and jump right into it. The box is really nice. It's got like a very smooth matte finish to it. So we got ourselves a rule book here. We'll take a look at that. This is Dice Command. The dice, if I remember correctly, represent the different troops that you will be deploying throughout the course of the game. And again, if I remember correctly, that it is a mainly two-player game, but it does have if you can see right here, four-player setup. And you can see that there's 4 different colored dice here: red, blue, black, and green. So it's not as if it does not support 4-player, and in fact it looks like it supports up to a 3-player right there too, with a free-for-all. So this could be really interesting. Here's some pictures here of game boards and units and whatnot. You can see the barracks. A little bit about the gameplay right here. It's really well done as far as the rulebook is concerned right here. This is just a really beautifully done rulebook. It's not too thick, so it seems like it could be very concise. I don't remember if this is 1-player. We'll take a look at that momentarily to see if we got ourselves a solo game on top of the many other modes that it can support. So just kind of go through this as quickly as I can. We'll take a look at the back. So it shows 2 to 4 players. So it doesn't look like there's a solo campaign for this, and you know, that is the way of the world. Sometimes that's how it goes. So these are the player boards for the battlefield, and honestly, these things are beautifully thick. Come on. I can't get a focus on it. That sucks. Anyway, these are much thicker than normal boards. It almost feels like it's a fold-out, but it's not. It has 2 different boards here, and you just connect them together. Do I have that backward? I do. Here we go. Am I right? No. No. I'm a big dummy. Okay, there we go. Here we go. So we have our... Yeah, this has to be World War II, because this is reminiscent of Normandy Beach. So, we got what looks to be our Normandy Beach on one side, And on the other side, we have what looks to be an open battlefield, and this is if we're playing a 4-player game. This is 4-player tactical, although some part of the dice help mitigate, or not help mitigate, help to create a random number generator in there, or RNG. Here's some of the tokens that are available. These ones are normal thickness, so we're not looking at super thick stuff. So here inside, this is all that was underneath our tokens and everything, and you see this. These are 2 different boxes, and these are the barracks. And I think inside the barracks is where where the dice were stored. Yeah, you can definitely hear the dice in there. So we're just gonna. How do I pop these out? Oh, there you go. There's one. Okay, so we have the barracks boxes, and there's 2 of these in here. I think that's pretty cool. I honestly, this one doesn't have dice in it. While I was watching the updates for this game, I paid a little attention, but oh yeah, okay. So there you go. So you can see they've created barracks. This is where you're going to keep your dice, and it's also a really interesting storage solution. Honestly, genius. Use up all the negative space you can. So we got some cards here too. So let's see if we can look inside here. I always hate this kind of shrink wrap because it's so difficult to take off, but okay. There we go. Get a little give on that so we can get our cards out of here. Alright, so there's a lot of cards here, so let's see if we can just split them up here. We've got, what are these? It doesn't really say. So conscription, headquarters, financing, research and development, conscription, headquarters, financing, research and development. So each one of these guys, or each color that you have, has at least one of these. Financing, research and development. Then we got some alliance cards, followed by most secret, special operations. Okay, we got some special operations here. I'm sure these are, yeah, these are supposed to be kept secret. You probably score more based off the text here. If I had to take a wild guess, which that is a totally wild guess. This appears to be our crib sheet. Yeah, so we got our back to front crib sheet, 4 players. So yeah, that's definitely the crib sheets. You can tell that these are textured cards. So this is the same texture as a playing card, which is great. We have some, what are these cards? These must just be, is that a scratch? I was a little worried there. These are probably the units slash events. If I had to take a guess here, I'd say these are probably events. I should probably go through these slower. I guess with the cards, there's an extra dimension of RNG, which some people don't like. I enjoy. Adds an extra level to the game, and honestly, it adds replay value. No 2 games can really be the same, or at least it would be very hard to duplicate. Okay, and then the last 2 cards We got a ceasefire and a victory card. So that goes there. I don't know what this is. Special ops deck. Oh, it says it's Kickstarter exclusive. Oh, is that what that was? Oh, okay, okay. This right here is a Kickstarter exclusive mini expansion to Dice Command that adds asymmetrical player abilities. That's kind of cool. I always like it when they do that. Varied player abilities. Let's take a look at the last box in here. This one should have all the dice, the dicey goodness. Okay, so, oh, and it has dog tags? What? So in our first player token, instead of being a first player token, is a set. It's not really a set, it's just a single dog tag, but it's a dog tag, and that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm pretty sure that they mentioned something along those lines in the updates, but, you know, I guess I wasn't really paying attention that much. So we got a single yellow die in here. I'm not really sure what that is, but you can see we have our greens, our blues, our blacks, and our reds. So those are the player dice. The yellow die is probably something from either a variable player power or something else. But let's take a look inside this, because so they are the translucent dice. You can kind of see that right there, not frosted, which is great. But yeah, there you go. Dice Command. And like I said, this is something that I found on Kickstarter. I fell in love with it because obviously the dice and the idea of a strategic up to 4 player I guess battle game. And you know, honestly, they did a really good job of marketing it and a really good job of doing the components and everything, so I was really excited about that. This Kickstarter is Dice Command. This should be seeing retail presence as well. And that is Dice Command. Not much here to show, but still very exciting. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'd love to answer and try to get back to the comments as soon as I can. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. You know, I appreciate everyone who takes the time to take a look at these videos, you know. If you feel so inclined to, you also can support me. I do have a Patreon set up under the name of Uncommon Ramen as well, and any amount of support that you can throw my way allows me to bring more of this content your way. I do all of this in my free time, and so the more support I can get, the more free time I can free up to bring more content. So, you know, check that out, and until next time, guys, peace.